There's always something to see if you're willing to look close enough. My name's Andy Verhey. I'm the area manager of the Desert Stone here at the Indianapolis Zoo. The Desert Stone here at Indianapolis is one of the first of its kind. It's sort of a groundbreaking exhibitry that has now become quite popular. The Stone offers a really nice immersion exhibit where people can come and actually smell and get the sort of the flavor of the heat and all of the aspects that come together when one comes into the dome.
Look, 2 turtles.
The immersion into the exhibit and actually walking the path and seeing the plants and hearing the birds gives a very nice panoramic view of sorts, which people can see all of these animals in a rather loosely confined situation. It becomes a very nice experience for people. Well, in developing the new zoo, when Indianapolis moved its location to where it is now, the Desert Stone became, in this biome structure that we enjoy, became a very important aspect in representing a part of nature that we don't often get to see. And with this particular structure being blended into the landscape, it adds a very nice design, unimpeding, and does exhibit that even in Indiana that a lot of these desert plants will survive. The main mission of the Desert Stone Immersion exhibit was to exemplify conditions that exist around the world, highlighting the 7 major desert systems worldwide. But mainly we're focusing on 2 aspects in the exhibitry here. One we call Old World, which is about 2/3 of our 5,024 square feet, and then the other 1/3 we call New World, which is reflective more of the American Southwest and its plants. The Old World part of the exhibit is more of the African succulent plants and is basically botanically correct. Both areas are very correct on their plant species. We have animal groups that are also similar, although they do overlap into the 2 areas. So we may have some New World animals in Old World. They are passively kept by these 4-foot glass walls. They generally don't move much, but they can actually migrate, especially the birds, naturally, from one exhibit to the other. And that way, that also offers some enrichment and some preference for where they want to be at any given time. So they do have some flexibility as far as the animal species go. We have, sequential blooming. A lot of the plants also go dormant at various times of the year, so certain times you can come in and see plants that look dead or have no leaves whatsoever, and then all of a sudden 2 months later blossom into beautiful works of art with leaves and flowers. So that's another thing to discover here. It is truly a botanical garden. In visiting our exhibit here, various visitors have different approaches as to how they actually look at the exhibits. Some people like to walk through more quickly and just warm up and just get to see what's in here. And then you have more particular visitors when it actually is slower or there are fewer people. It is easier to come in and fully enjoy all the sounds and sights. The visitor that wants to spend a little time and stand in front of New World, for example, might notice that there are far more bird species sitting in the various trees, and that other times people will discover that there are actually twice as many birds than what you would see just walking through at a fast clip. Gambel's quail scurry about the rocks, have their different routines. If you look around, you almost always can find them. We have communally nesting birds. You can spy their nests in different rock crannies and crags, and actually get a lot more. A lot of lizards are camouflaged. So there's New World exhibit probably has the most number of animals per square foot. And if the visitor just takes the time to spend about 2 or 3 minutes, maybe with the help of one of our naturalists, we pretty much point out about 80% of what actually occupies that space. And we always like to have people come away with as much as we can and trying to have everybody see as much as they can and learn as much as they can when they visit us.